Hey, what's going on guys? Krons here and welcome back to the Müll Littoral. Where we last left off, we were just having a conversation after scaring off Liark. And I kind of thought I killed him for a second there, but no, he's perfectly fine. He just ran away. But anyway, so we're talking. So even with magic pilgrim powers or whatever, I still wasn't able to save both remnants. It's not surprising really. I fail everyone. You'll get used to it. You know, for such a... I guess we were some kind of badass hero before, right? We have a cool like mask and we got that. What are those? We got like khaki pants with lots of pockets, probably holding a lot of cool things in them, maybe. Juul, we all fail, even at the things we're passionate about. Even me. I wear this cloak because I lost my arm to a dangerous remnant that I thought I knew enough to be safe from. But I learned from my failure. We all learn from our failures. Don't be discouraged by the events you can't control. Yes. Never worry about things you can't control, guys. It's just too awful. If you can't change the outcome, it's not worth worrying about. And I mean, even things that you would think were enough to worry about, it never helps. It never helps, as I like to say. Anyway, I'm sorry. You're just trying to help. I get it. I appreciate the effort, really. Let's just keep moving. Glasswalker and I didn't talk to each other for a bit. I couldn't tell if he was trying to think of something to say, or maybe he was just trying to console me. Or he gave up trying to console me. Probably a little bit of both. Eventually, we arrive at a train platform just outside the forest, and we waited. And waited. Okay, I've been wondering something, Juul. Where did you get those goggles? Yeah, I was just talking about them. The ones I'm wearing. I made them. You'll find a lot of junk on the beach, and I needed something to protect my eyes from the sun. That's really impressive. They resemble the sight goggles young pilgrims from Greylick use, so I was curious. What about the antenna? What's that for? Oh, I didn't even see that. I built an old radio into the goggles. The music helps me sleep. That's really cool. Well, you certainly know a heck of a lot more than I do about radios. And waited. Have you ever ridden on a train, Juul? Never had a chance to. This train I'll be riding on was designed by an artisan from Varish. Very lavish. Very fashionable. How does that sound? I guess I'm sort of excited about that, yeah. How about a boat? You live by the ocean, so I would think that. I think I see the train. Awkward. Finally, we were able to board the train, mercifully ending Glasswalker's awkward small. I hate small talk. I despise it. I would rather stare at a wall than engage in small talk, like at work or something, where you're riding in a lift with someone you don't know. Unless it's someone you think you might get along with, but otherwise I just hate pretending to care about things. But anyway, that's just me. The train was warm and filled with rich colours, a stark contrast to the barren white wilderness of Canada. that's never gonna get old. Canada or Canada. To my relief, Glasswalker and I sat in the back, away from the other passengers. Few hours passed. Glasswalker had fallen asleep sitting up next to me. Unfortunately, insomnia had its hold on me yet again. Whew. You have insomnia, you have anxiety, you must sleep. Before stopping time, you can click on the passengers' newspapers to view them. Bad stories lead to unstoppable thoughts. Unstable worries lead to lack of sleep. Find the good in the world so you may sleep. Alright, that's interesting. Alright. Before we get along with this, just want to say, this reminds me a little bit. The last game I played where we were on a train was the Orient Express. A game that came out in, 2001 or 1998. I never could get very far in that one, but I don't know. Let's see if we can actually do something good here. Because that game was really tricky. You also had to do time puzzles, and if you clicked on someone wrong, you could get thrown out of the train. Let's hope that doesn't happen to us, eh? Alright, so we got this. The fashionable grizzly man, I like his feather, ponders over the article he's reading. I don't necessarily agree with the choices the Glen Librarian has made recently, but this new device seems to be an astounding innovation. Kind of coincidental that they advertised this achievement during this whole situation with a suspicious new librarian. This fellow is wearing a festival mask, probably in preparation for fantastic and frivolous festivities. He ponders over the article he's reading. I, for one, think it's wonderful to hear about the new librarian's scholars. I bet that lad joined so he can reform and better himself for the good of all. Good on gentleman sir for giving him a chance. Gentleman sir. Alright, it was this guy, shady figure. This individual is a species of humanoid known as Yangut, known for having midnight black hides and hats? Are they hats? We really just don't know. Okay, they're pleasant enough creatures. This travelling Yangut ponders over the article that they're reading. Quite the odd situation with those remnants, which is one to do. What is one to do if he lives in the forest? There are no ember mantas to protect the people, live in cambers and nomad huts. Ember mantas, so I'm assuming someone who can control heat and protect people. The world building is real, man. Oh, by the way, hang on a sec. Look at that ring on her hand. That's interesting. That reminds me of honestly though, it reminds me of a ring that vampires wear. If you see the movie, what was that movie? Oh, I mean, I guess Interview with a Vampire with Tom Cruise and what was his name? Tom Cruise. Who else was in that movie? Tom Cruise and why can't I remember? It doesn't matter. But anyway, they would use that finger to pluck into veins to open veins up. Because if you notice it's on the thumb and has a sharp little point. I hope that's explained. I hope it's not. Maybe we're a vampire. Anyway, this sophisticatedly dressed madame is pondering over her paper, wondrous that the bridge is opened once more. I've been meaning to make the trip to Varish. Perhaps I can orchestrate a family trip there in the near future, now that travel there is possible. Alright, maybe we should examine this as well. Alright, nope. Stained glass windows? Nope. This is a dope train, by the way. Alright. Oh, thoughts of deception make sleep impossible. I wasn't really paying attention to which ones are positive, man. Oh, okay. So what do I have to do? It said bad stories lead to unstoppable thoughts. So find good in the world. Oh, I didn't actually read what they were saying. My bad, you don't need a lens. There's a lot of reading, but I mean, I'm used to it. It's a visual novel, right? To call the three great bridges that connect the eastern coast of Ameria to the island of Varish a technological wonder is an incredible understatement. These 200 to 300 mile long bridges have served Amerians and their neighbors for centuries, allowing for safe and efficient trade and transportation across hundreds of nautical miles of ocean. Each bridge carries 6 sets of train tracks, and on a normal day are busy holding hundreds of excited passengers from dawn to dusk till dawn again at nearly 100 miles per hour per train. However, even these great bridges, said to be made by the thought forms themselves, do require maintenance from time to time. For the past decade, the trains of the main bridge, the Sur Bridge, have been inactive due to maintenance and safety evaluations of the bridge's infrastructure. However, dear readers, I have fantastic news for you. Yes, you heard it here first. They'll be running and active once more. Kind of read that out of order. Whoops. The Sur Bridge's maintenance is finally nearing completion. Huzzah! Oh, there's trouble in the forest. Alright, so this one, I might not read. Maybe I will read. Okay. Causes controversy. Alright. A mixture of elegant metalwork and the raw power of nature. The new transportation platform developed by the scholars of the Grand Librarian aims to provide safe, efficient transportation for those who seek it. Transportation platforms were first developed by the Ischolnd Pilgrim Hikers Association and were designed to use plant life built into a sturdy metal base to move pilgrims across rough terrain more efficiently, so like biotechnology basically. Of course, because of this one has to have some basic knowledge of empathy arts to operate these transportation platforms. So basically the empathy arts we have, seeing as their mode of locomotion is in fact a giant. However, with new runic encoding technologies, the Grand Librarian has been able to develop the Platform O, which does not require use of empathy arts to operate. The runes create a mental link between the plant within the platform and the mind of the operator, allowing for greater ease of transport. As always, all the Grand Librarian asks in return for one of these platforms is one book of any genre. 30 pages or more to be donated to the... Oh, that's a cool way. So basically, in order to ride the train, you donate a book. Okay, I will actually read all these. Expat Librarian status causes controversy. The Grand Librarian admitted the exiled pilgrim Leark into the ranks of the Librarian scholars, The decision for the expat to join the ranks of these distinguished scholars was made by none other than the thought form of kindness and organizer of the librarians, Gentleman Sir, who had this much to say. Through hard work and acceptance, we at the Gland Librarian feel that Leark can be cured of his apathy and cruelty. He is still a brilliant mind despite everything, and I feel he deserves a chance of redemption. You know, from Leark I'm getting a strong The Master from Doctor Who vibe. He's brilliant, but he's also can be quite cruel, and he has his own hidden agenda which he does not feel bad about pressing onto others. Other librarian scholars question the thought form's decision, but ultimately they respect his judgment. The controversy surrounding the decision stems from Leark's questionable mental state and the events that he was directly involved in that led to his exile from the Greylock League of Pilgrim Hikers. The Elder Pilgrims have kept information on the events that led to Leark's exile secret and are keen on keeping it that way. It is hard to make judgment on a man's actions when the actions themselves are unknown, but to be exiled from the Pilgrim Hikers sends a grave message about Leark, one that Gentleman Sir is willing to look past it, clearly. Write in your opinion on the matter. We will not say if we support or doubt the decision, but we would love to hear from you, our valued readers. Whew. Man, I always need like a bottle of water when I'm playing these visual novels for like a let's play. Becomes impossible to stay like hydrated. Trouble in the forest. More recently, trouble outside of the forest, dear readers. Trouble in the cities of Raw and the Grand proper. Remnants of dreams. These odd thought beasts that used to roam our forest peacefully have become agitated in recent months. The once docile creature lasting out at hikers travelling the woods of Amera. Even more unusual is that according to our record keepers, this is the biggest spike in remnant population that Amera has ever seen in recorded history. Nobody knows the cause. Even the current leading expert on these creatures, Glasswalker Denum, hey, that's our friend, I think, would not comment on the situation, saying this is all happening for a reason, a lesson to be learned for someone, someplace. This situation will be handled, but I can not give details. I apologize for this. Some frightened souls have been hunting these remnants, an activity that has been seen as taboo for decades. These are weird times, dear readers, and I for one am terrified of what I don't understand. The Embermancers have been seen on overtime, keeping the walls of our cities safe from curious violent remnants. If you come across an Embermancer in your area, salute them, valued leaders, for they are doing their darnest to keep your homes and communities safe from the weird and unknown. With love, with lots of fire. With fire. Lots of fire. The good ones. Right? Whew, I just clicked on the two that were the most positive. The ones I was saying, dear readers, good news. I slept pretty well for a while after that. Something about Glasswalker's presence helped. He felt like the real first friend I'd had in years. As obnoxious as he could be at times, he roused me from my sleep as we arrived at our destination, the northernmost city of Tambor in the province of Norsefield. I'm excited to see this. Get a whiff of that crisp Norsefield air. I'm ready to see what the artwork has in store for this city. It's so damn cold it hurts to breathe through my nose. Oh, cold city! I love the cold. I'm a true northerner. Northerner as in Sweden, I guess. Yes, I suppose. Well, it won't be that way for long. The home of the thought form of fondness is one of the most warm and inviting places on all of Eir. I grew up in England, and there's something about the cold. I just love just feeling it. I don't know what it is. Just some weird, maybe my ancestors, showing up inside me. But I absolutely hate the heat, summers, but winter, snows, that's for me. The tavern at the top of the world and home of Rysalt, the thought form of fondness. Oh, so we finally are getting to a thought form. As you remember, we need to meet 3, and they're going to help us cure this ailment we have. A tavern? Yes, with rooms on the 2nd floor. I'm going to go in ahead and book each of us a room. In the meantime, you can mingle with Rye. I'm sure she'll be excited to meet you. Wait! But he had already disappeared through the door. I scrambled after him, but once inside the tavern, he was nowhere to be seen. I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers in a strange place. Challenge 4, get out. Divert their attention. Look, nice, look at this. Drink of the day. We've got an old magician over here. This unassuming looking gentleman is a thought form in disguise. The thought form of kindness, to be precise. Thought forms like to go on holiday to Ryan's tavern to unwind, as they generally don't have much free time due to all their admirers and worshippers. As such, they generally use a magical disguise when they arrive in the tavern, so that people don't disturb their vacation. Oh yeah, by the way, so this game is about anxiety, and our friend just left us. I hate when you're going with a friend and they're like, hey, let's go check out this new bar, let's go check out this party, or I'm inviting you to, go somewhere with them, and then they leave you alone. That actually causes anxiety in me, because although I've gotten a lot better with that, but I used to be really terrible about it. I used to feel really weird. It also depends on the circumstance. Like if it's just a normal bar and there's nothing going, no event, then that would be terrible. That's still terrible for me. Like I feel so anxious about that. But if it's like a meet and greet kind of more, casual gathering, then yeah, I'm fine with that. Kind of my job has forced me to get better with that. Anyway, so we got an elf over here. Oh, I can't click on her. Got a robot with a bottle of Index Lavender Honey Cola, a direct import from the city of Raw. It doesn't appear the seal in the cork has been broken, so I assume it's safe to assume that the bottle is full. World building is real, man. This game. This is the painting of Gentleman Sir, the thought form of kindness. Gentleman Sir and Rysalt stay in contact more than most thought forms do. Rye keeps this painting of Ghent in her tavern to celebrate their kinship, despite how far apart they live. Thought forms may look strange. Oh, I just got a splinter. Jeez. Alright, Jesus. The wooden desk, wooden chair. Anyway, sorry. Rye keeps this painting of Ghent in her tavern to celebrate their kinship, despite of how far apart they live. Alright. Thought forms may look strange to some, but their form is based on how people perceive them, hence the name thought form. If enough people were to imagine the idea of fondness as having a face, then Rye's form would illustrate that. That's very cool. So yeah, world building. This developer is really good at that. I mean, I really feel part of the world. And imagine this game was made by a team of one person. One person thought of the story, created it, edited the conversations, the descriptions, he thought of this in his head. The developer. Hello. Anyway, sorry. Let's see. This strange being sitting in the chair is a thought form of fondness, Rysalt. Thought forms are born from an incredible abundance of a specific kind of thought. Rye is made of the fond memories people have from days of merriment and light-hearted festivity. Rye manages the tavern with great enthusiasm, going to any expense so that her patrons have a wonderful time. She works hard to keep her establishment as clean and hospitable as possible, and will clean up any spill immediately. We've got a guy over here, but unfortunately he's Alright, puzzle time. So today's drink of the day, never mind. Index Lavender Honey Cola, a warm fizzy drink for those cold, long cold nights here in Northfield. In smaller chalk scribbled underneath there is a warning. Due to the volatile nature of this drink, please do not shake the bottle when released. When sealed, it will create a fantastically stickiness that no one wants to deal with. Cheers, Rysalt. Alright, we need to somehow escape. Oh god. I clicked on the door, but I guess I need to do that before. Fulfill the expectation of embarrassment and annoying stupid brat with a damaged brain. Why did you even come here? You know how this will end. Alright. There we go. Boom! Alright, now what do I do? Can I leave? There we go. Escape! Can we keep doing this? Is this all we have to do? I will keep clicking this if you don't go away. Oh, okay, we can't click on that. We can't seem to click on anything. Oh gosh, alright, this is hard, man. Oh, okay, maybe okay, I think I got it. Let's try this. Alright, bottle. Spilt. Alright, when she has her back turned, we'll turn out the light. No! Why are you so good at your job? Why are you so good at your job?